Oh, I think I'll be able to tie it up long enough that I'll be able to spend at least like 1 or 2 ducks. Crows, what? So everybody, once again, let us avert that reality and let us acknowledge the fact that y'all should listen when the truth is slapping you in the face. I mean, no one any disgrace. However, telling the federal government to go fuck themselves is not the act of an Apple CEO. Or an FO, or an OO. It's the act of a fucking Window Gates fucking cuckoo, broco, toko, yoko, folk yo. Both. If you really don't think that there is another freaking basic logic system map, well, huh. Red hat. Shit that. And see where there's a red, there's a green. And that's the thing you didn't see. The balance, B. There's the green team, go. The red team went loco. And then those Irish, they went to Iceland, bro. That's where the real love comes from, the geothermal pump. We need the Keystone water system to be the first construction project. And the second is the Keys Archipelago, where what they did in Dubai is done, but done in a responsibly naturistic fashion. You see what I'm saying? Each individual island is its own ecosphere, its own troposphere, its own life force. And all of those little life forces, all of those little bubbles, they're going to go around and connect together after they're individually, like, it's a school, basically. And they're going to communicate the fact that the humans that are there raising the islands, that are there protecting the islands, actually care. And they're going to send the vibration back out to the sprites. Dude, Mother Nature and the things that are up there in the atmosphere has already made that same determination that all of you people have about certain people. Like, your fates are sealed. But they're not, because Mother Nature is pliable and very forgiving. Unlike the rules of man. The rules of man are so awkwardly flawed that it is not even like worth calling them rules anymore, more so than directives that, as if you ever read a contract, clearly are stated, can change at any point in time. The contract could be nullified, it could be voided, it could be turned upside down. We could change the language it's written in and make you owe everything that we've ever given you, and then double that twice again. And that's a functioning system? Yeah, okay. Oh, do what you say. Oh, just please just go away. Yeah, well, make me Elijah. See, like, that's one of the things. Hollywood. Oh, man. You really want me to get me into Hollywood? Oh, I'll tell you about what they do in Hollywood, especially with child actors. And the child actors like Will Wheaton that have broken out of the system. That said, look how flawed it is, Chris Didon. See, the thing about Hollywood is that they've followed the basic tenets of the Catholic Church. They understand that by getting someone when they're young and vulnerable, even if it's not necessarily at age 2, even if it's 20, they could still be as innocent as a 2-year-old. I mean, I've seen some damn 4-year-olds, like, chop off people's ears. Like, and then I've seen an 80-year-old that wouldn't even think of that. Like, so you're going to tell me that 4-year-old's more innocent than an 80? No, that's not, 100% true. Oh, that's a beautiful man right there. See, there's just something in the way he's walking and the way he's holding himself. He has made more right decisions than wrong. And it's obvious. He might not have ever had to make some really hard wrong or right choices, but that's just because that's not his path. He shouldn't be going out looking for that hard choice to make. And that's the thing. They say only Nixon can go to China. I don't necessarily believe that that's true. I mean, because obviously Spiro Agnew did too. You didn't think that they took him in? Come on, Richard, tricky dick. I mean, you got to look click, and then Spiro. I mean, he's just sitting there. He's just yeah. Oh, vey, oy vey. Cosa te? It's okay. Just wants to say that Starbucks is out of Lux. Because this is the thing, I had this dang on coffee. I said, all you need is coffee and honey. And not just this. This is the thing about Starbucks. Starbucks should have opened a bank with their ginormous wealth instead of overexpanding their reach. They're everywhere. Sometimes there will be 5 Starbucks within a 3-block radius. And anybody that is thinking about this from the what is the agenda here point of view, really there's something different going on. You don't, from a business point of view, make those kind of and then you won't go to some places that have the need for a Starbucks, and then all of a sudden I mean, I'm in Safeway at the Starbucks, and Safeway's getting money drained because I'm whistling out their system out and in and out and in again, and then they're all I gotta pay with cash. And they're what? It's down? What? I gotta pay with cash? I can't pay with cash. And then and then they just have to sit there until it comes back, and they're no, that's not possible. And then it's well, what? You don't have cash? So, yeah, back to Starbucks. If they had a bank, what they would do then with that money is make microloans to the farmers. So the farmers could get out of the oppression that they're held under. Because I guarantee you, a fair trade, a fair wage. I don't see development going on in those countries. I see a lot of strife. I see Venezuela dying because they're stuck on oil. Why are they stuck on oil? Because their dang on coffee exports ain't getting frickin' the money it's worth. This dang on cup of coffee is worth $10 damn. Straight up. It's worth a meal. Because it can give you the energy that you need if you utilize it properly, but it needs to be done with the right chemistry, and that's where honey comes in once again, and cinnamon. And there's also a few other substances that I'm not putting out there because this is a proprietary beverage. It's not a joke. It's not something that's going to make you just sit there and get all goofy. It's going to nourish your body. It's going to cleanse your colon. It's going to exfoliate you from within, because that's what Gchgh does. It actually turns the kidneys on overdrive, but it doesn't do it in a linear way. The thing is that They did it in Bangladesh, where farmers were impoverished. They were in a cycle of poverty. And they're having storms all the time. They're just like having kids, and like then their kids would die off because like they couldn't support the population. But the population had grown so immense, and they were somehow in some way connected to the service industry and the system, that they were like an essential part. So they were needed. So they kept on like, and they was like, and then it's like, and then it's like, and that's what's going on in certain areas here. Why do you think the South is, dude? Do you not know how many people are in Florida? There's not anymore. There were over 100 million people living, not residents, but actually taking up space as residents in the state of Florida. And that's why I don't have a dang house, because I had a fucking seed of marijuana and everything got taken away for a gram or a speck or whatever you want. And I don't even know, like, because, you know, whenever you sign those dang contracts and you're under duress, they keep everything locked under vault and key and then throw you away. You wake up one day and you're somewhere else and you don't even realize it, because they use the medical industry to do so. And the medical industry, when they put you in an induced coma, they virtually program the reality that you saw before. They give you what you want to see. And, you know, sometimes you want to wake up. Well, they'll give you that too. But when you wake up, they won't tell you where you are. They won't help you anymore. They say, get out. You want out? Get out. And I say, well, I need penicillin. I've gone 2 hospitals already with documented respiratory infection. They won't give me penicillin. They won't change their mentality because they believe they are righteous. They've saved so many people. Like, have you really? Like, saved anybody? I mean, maybe. I'm not judging. I'm just saying. Other people think there's something else wrong. It's like woo too, which I cool, woo woo, ah ooh, ah ooh, ah ooh, ah ooh, ooh. See, there's a blue too. You know, and a red and a green and Dean. It's a rainbow team, man. Shakateen. The Chinese are so advanced beyond our capacity even to understand, because we don't speak their language. Their language is tonal and geometric and color-coded. That's 3 infinite systems working together in perfect mathematical harmony. I mean, honk, honk, hoo! He just a hop, skip, and a jump away. Zap! Mega Zapper! Ooh, look at that. That's a big old lightning bulb. Looks like a spark just came down, yo. And that's the thing, man. I mean, that could be like part of it. Like, that actually could be part of a spaceship that just showed up here one day. And nobody's questioned it, because that's just how it works. Just there. Just, oh, wasn't there before? Just that cool, 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 just that cool. Just that cool. Well, I don't understand how to act cool when it's so hot. Well, just act cool. I said, go, Navy! Go! I joined the NJROTC, DAVIDJANIEC, when I was 17 years old, 16 maybe even, because I wanted to be a dang fighter pilot. I didn't want to shoot anything down. I just wanted to fly around. It would have been so much fun, Miss Palin. So,